Crypto Pirates, Hexicans, PulseChains, PulseXicans, Richard Hart, Maxis, ahoy, and welcome to all of you. This is your FN Hangout. I am the captain, your captain, RG3, bringing you the FN Hangout like we have been doing for 3 years straight. Every Friday night, rain or shine, FUD or not, Richard being the old Richard, or the what was it, the protest Richard, or the shock jock Richard, whatever you guys wanted to call him. Didn't matter. We were always here, still here, not going anywhere. Say hello to the chat room, because tonight's the FN Hangout. I do believe that we have a guest coming on first. So I'm not going to take this all the way back, because I think this goes all the way to where somebody put the time wrong. And the good thing about being the captain is that I get to blame it on somebody else. Let's turn the lights on in here. Let's turn the lights on. Let's see. We got the lights going. Where's our? We're running a little late. There we go. Get the lanterns lit. Get it a little more moody in here instead of being so dark. Oh. So that's the good thing about being the captain. I can blame any mistakes on everybody else. So all of you out there with your boomer jokes, thanks. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. All right. So let's say hello. DGen Doug, Thomas Turner, what's up? Hexiquin. Oh, that was old. That was from like 4 o'clock when some of you showed up. Don't forget, this show's always been the same time every single week for the last 3 years. So if you came early, that was your problem. Briss, what's up, dude? How you doing? Hex Hoddle, Jamie Barker. Who else is in here? Look at you guys are all in there chatting with each other. Blah blah blah. Oh, there we go. Who's that? Crispy, huh? Hey, what's up, Crispy? How you doing? Sandy Beach, my lady, welcome to the show. As always, one of our diehard supporters. Joe Mama, what happened to my posts? I don't know what happened to your posts. Who else? Brenton. So hey, those of you in the green room, just hang tight for a second. I'll bring you guys up. Looks like we got a bunch of folks coming in already. I'm going to put the link in the description here, or in the chat. So just to let some of you know, I know we've got some new folks in here. This is the only stream on YouTube, the only crypto stream. This is the only stream that I know of that just allows anybody to show up. So this is your show. Come in here, say what you want, do what you want. I mean, we'll monitor it, of course, but it's been pretty much a free for all for 3 years. So everything goes. Uncle Will, I am the freaking boomer here. Just turned 62 last month. Hey, cheers. Cheers, man. 62. That means he's got some years of knowledge and wisdom on me. That's for sure. Uncle Will, go subscribe to him, see what he's up to. There we go. There's my boy. He just showed up. All right. So we've got somebody special showing up here tonight. MJ Money, what's up? Bit Finesse, hey, what's up, dude? What's up? Jake is our freaking champion kickboxer, and he's been tearing everybody's asses up with the Hex logo on his trunks. The ring girls wearing Hex bikinis. It's been freaking badass watching him just destroy his competition. So I'm going to bring up our buddy. Yes, Mr. Jake Lund. What's up, dude? We can't hear you. You muted. What's up, Mayo? You need what's the matter, boomer? You having some problems there, boomer? Can't get the tech right? I don't want either one of these guys to get mad at me, though. That's for sure. Oh, I think we got you now.
Yeah, you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, but I think we're echoing. Do you have the YouTube on? I should have worn my other shirt. I love those shirts. That's my favorite Hex shirt.
Yeah, try that one. Hello.
Jake, what's up, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Dude, it's been so freaking nice watching you destroy everybody out there. It's been cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Good
no, it was a
job.
good year.
Yeah, it was. It was DS and Hex supporting you, right?
Yeah, man, it was awesome. It was a year like I'd never had before in fighting. I got to map out the whole year at the beginning of the year once I linked up with Hex and DS, and we kicked the goal right at the end that we set out to do, and here we are. Now we're looking forward to another one like that, but higher stakes, and yeah, let's
Oh
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, man. So when does your next season start here? When do your next fights start kicking off?
Pretty much now. So yeah,
Hold
we're
that
kind
thing
of
up. Hold that thing up.
there you go.
Come on, put that up there. Look at
That's the
that.
diamond belt. We won
Oh,
December 10 in Brisbane against
nice.
a guy that no one could beat in Australia, and I was the underdog. And anyway, yeah, it was good to get the win. It was the biggest win in my career, and yeah,
Nice.
hopefully, like I said, I've only really gotten stronger since then. I've had a good break, and yeah, I kind of wanted to wait till I linked back up with you guys before I did kick off the year because it really does help. And yeah, look, we're not desperate for a fight, but we're ready. So the
Nice.
phone is ringing, and it'll be exciting to see which one works out.
So the phone is ringing then. So
It is,
your contenders are ready. They want you.
yeah, 100%.
Nice.
But what was I going to say the other day? Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because now all the big dogs are coming for you, right?
Yeah, there is some big dogs. There's like one guy ahead of me in my weight division, and he's overseas on a big show called One Championship, and I kind of want to verse him just to get that another belt, the belt in the next level. And I feel
Cool.
like he's the next level in competition. My trainers think that'll be the biggest challenge for me and everything. But like I said, like well, I haven't said it yet, but I believe I'm the best in the world, and I at least want to challenge myself and see if I really am. So like, yeah, the last fight I feel like just scratched the surface on that high level, that top level. And yeah, I'm only just hitting my prime. So yeah, anyone and everyone can get it. But yeah, we just got to also pick the right ones. But yeah, I want the hard ones and the big ones. So
Good, man. Good.
yeah,
Well, let me go back. I'm just going to do a quick interview because we got tonight's the FN Hangout, so we got everybody coming in. We got a bunch of people in the back waiting. But I want to go back real quick. What was it that made you say, you know what, I want to go out and get my ass kicked for a living? I want to go
um,
get my face beat up
I,
and get kicked
I
in the
think it was
shins and all that shit.
when I was growing up. I saw a street fight. That was like all organized and everything, and I was just happened to get invited. And I didn't realize what I was watching. And anyway, the Muay Thai guy won, and I saw another fight at school, and the Muay Thai guy won, and I was like, maybe
Mm,
this training is actually like a good thing. Anyway, my friend trained at a Muay Thai gym down the road, and I just ended up going there, and they offered me a fight, and I just something ignited in me where I'm like, I want to do it. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be, but I wanted to do it, and then I made it happen, and I lost my first fight, but it was everything that I made it out to be, and yeah, I just wanted that challenge over and over again. It made me feel alive, and um, yeah, here we are. I ended up winning like 10 fights every time I'd lose after that. So I'd like get 10 wins ish, and then I'd maybe cop an L that was pretty close. And then I just done that like 50 times.
that's all right.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah,
right.
50 times. So
Nice.
now I've had 45 wins, 5 losses. All the losses were close, and yeah, I haven't really picked and chose fights the whole time. I've just fought anyone and everyone, and I don't know. I don't regret it. I love it. It keeps me healthy, and it's yeah, it's just such a good experience getting in there, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's I guess not for everyone, but it's definitely for me, and um, yeah, it's awesome.
In my younger days, I liked scrapping, but I was in the Marine Corps, so that's just what we did all the time. So,
Yeah,
whether we were fighting with each other or out in the bars, it was just a free for all the time.
yeah,
But we didn't have MMA back then. probably would have done something like that back then. But man, I really am proud of you. All of us are proud of you, and we can't wait to see where you go next. This has been really cool to be, when we first got involved, it was like, oh, okay, we're going to sponsor this fighter. What's going to happen? And then, man, you just showed up, bro. You were just tearing it up and, making us proud to put the name on you. It was really, It's been really, really cool, man. We're real proud of you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I just want to keep making you proud. So hopefully these next ones you see another level and you realize this isn't just the end. I'm ready for more. So
nice. Hey, any thoughts? I know some people have been asking. Any thoughts on MMA, or are you strictly going to stay with Muay Thai and the professional kickboxing ring? Or?
I'm thinking about it. I just need to learn a little bit more wrestling. I actually work at an MMA gym twice a week at the moment, Gamebred Academy in Brisbane. And yeah, look, those guys are pushing me to do MMA sparring with them. I think they just want to take me down and whatever. But I'm getting fit, and good luck to them. We'll see what happens. They probably will, but I'll get better quick. My friend's actually they're already getting real good real quick, and his body's changing into this beast just doing wrestling. So I'm keen for that challenge. And look, putting on those little gloves and trading in a cage with wrestling and jiu-jitsu, I'm down if I can get those skills up real quick.
Right on.
Yeah, I've fought in the cage in Muay Thai before, like 2 times.
Okay.
One was little gloves, 6 ounce, which is 2 more than the MMA, the UFC gloves. But look, yeah, I reckon I could do it for sure. I'm at the right gym too, so we'll see. We'll see. It's growing, but I think Muay Thai's growing as well. So
yeah. I mean, in my opinion, it's always been the best of the combat sports. Period. End of story. I've like you as a kid, I grew up in the neighborhood where somebody was really good at Muay Thai, and it was just like the whole neighborhood was just hooked on it, and that's how we all trained, whether it was Taekwondo or whatever, it was the combat sport of the time, and I'm glad that it's still kicking and it's doing well in spite of, the bare-fisted stuff that's coming out and the slap fights and the UFC and everything else. Muay Thai is still doing good, so I'm glad.
Yeah, no, it definitely is exciting. I believe it's the most exciting for sure. So, either or, I can box, I can do MMA, I can do Muay Thai, and whatever works out. We've still got more to do and more to chase. So, yeah, I'll just keep ready, man.
Well, keep us informed. Let us know. We're here to support you. And whenever you're ready, you just reach out to us, and the team will get back and we'll get you going again, man. We're here for you. Proud
awesome.
Of you.
I really appreciate it, Hex and DS. I really do appreciate it. And let's have this chat in a year's time and see what happens then, in this year.
Right on. Right on. Hey, well, can you hang around for a few more minutes? Some of the guys probably want to chat with you.
Yeah, no stress at all.
Let me pull them up. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
We got Taurus. Hey, what's happening, dude? I think you're muted. And ATX Crypto.
How's it going?
How's it going, guys? And our man, Corey Gary. What's up, dude?
What's up, brother?
You reckon?
How is everybody? Look at that
belt.
Look at that belt.
Nice.
That's a Hex-sponsored belt right there.
Yeah. Real diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Nice.
Well deserved, my friend. Well earned, well deserved.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. So what's up, Taurus? What are you doing? What are you doing slumming around over here?
Yeah, man. It's actually my first time to go on stream, and I figured I should come here first to do it because I'm going to get ready to start doing some streaming myself. So I wanted to come here first and just come say hi. And, I figured this is kind of like the rites to passage, got to come through here first.
Well, we appreciate that. A lot of them have. That maybe not a rite of passage, but a lot of people have come through here on their way to streaming. So what are you gonna be doing? Let us know. Let us know your channel. Go ahead and show the thing.
So it's gonna be a few things, but we're gonna do a little stuff with crypto, but I'm also gonna do some things based around health and wellness.
Oh, great.
And I'm also hoping to do a show with a lady. I'm doing I'm gonna have a studio from 1 to 6 people that can come in and talk, so we can get like some panels going and stuff like that. And I'm hoping to do a show with a woman, kind of like based around relationship, men, women, things like that. So just kind of bring, some different material people can check out. But
Nice. No, we need it all. That sounds a lot like the what do they call that show? The Fresh and Fit show now. You have a
yeah,
panel
I check them out
with a
every
mature
once in a
edge to
while.
it, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's I'm excited, I think really the whole driving force behind all of this is to tell people to not take central banking digital currencies. All the other stuff is just kind of, helping. But the main purpose to starting the studio and everything is to get people 2 steps ahead so they're not 2 steps behind.
Gotcha. Yep, that's what us Hexicans are trying to do with the whole ecosystem with the whole crypto space, I should say, is trying to get everybody a step ahead versus sitting in all that crap over there that's keeping them all a step behind. Right. And that's why they're all getting wrecked. And that's why, they all got sucked into these centralized exchange issues and everything that's been going on out there because they didn't get a step ahead. Hexicans are a step ahead. We bared through the bear market. I mean, we're all sitting here with more hex in our bags if you're staked. And we looked at a 95% dip and now we're moving back up. So I think that the Hexicans actually fared well during this really bad bear market.
I agree.
Right on. Well, good, man. Good to have you. It's, what we promote around here is everybody getting out there and doing their thing and finding a niche and teaching the Richard Hart ecosystem and what it is that he's brought to the space. So hats off to you. Thanks for coming and sharing, bud.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you doing the stream and having us come on and everything. And you and I, we've actually met. We met at the, when was it? The second meetup in Vegas. You might not remember. We were at the club. It was, there was a lot going on, but
yeah, there's always a lot going on at the clubs. I've met so many Hexicans, but you do look familiar. But I know you haven't been on the show before. That's
never been on the show. No, this is like I was saying. This is my first time to go on any live stream. So there's been a little bit of a resistance to it, but the information needs to get out there. It's important. We know the CBDCs are coming. So my thought process behind it is kind of like, I'm one more voice to this like snowball, right? And the snowball's getting bigger and bigger and bigger until when you go on YouTube and you go to search something, you're getting hex in your face, because there's going to be so many of us. And that's kind of the plan behind it too.
So what's your biggest fear with the CBDCs?
I guess it's the ultimate control, right? If we go into CBDC, then there goes all sense of privacy and security when it comes from a monetary standpoint. And the ultimate thing that I'd be worried about is just the control behind it, but this is an excellent time for humanity to pivot from the Federal Reserve fiat dollar and then move on to our decentralized cryptocurrency, what it was built for.
Yeah. Let's hope that be the case. Personally, I think they've already got a handle on us. They know where our money's moving and going and coming and even into crypto, even though we think that we're in crypto, we had to on-ramp somewhere, unless you're an OTCer that built a wallet somewhere and you've got some way to offboard it somewhere else in some other country or something. You're being, doxxed, you're being watched, you're being seen, your movements are being seen. And I don't think that it's necessarily, the big brother or the government watching us and what we're doing versus I think the biggest issue is our privacy as far as being able to conduct commerce with cryptocurrencies without everybody knowing what we're doing. Your employees, your employer, your customers, they all get to see each other and what's going on. So I think that's the biggest scary thing for me is to how are we going to regain privacy and not let them take that away from us? We see them taking the mixers down, the tornado caches and those kinds of things. That's my biggest fear, is that they're not going to let us have the privacy that we need in order to conduct business, even as good as cash. Like right now, crypto isn't even as good as cash. Like you've got more privacy using cash than you do using cryptocurrencies.
Totally.
So that's the thing that I want to see fixed more so than anything. CBDCs, it's a scary thing. I am a little worried about globally what that's going to do, or what it's going to do to the monetary system. Not so much worried about, the crypto space itself. But yeah, it's definitely something to be concerned about. But I think our privacy is more important, and trying to get the tools that we need and deserve in order to conduct those transactions privately is I think tantamount.
Yeah, I would hate for us to go try to make a purchase or something, and then it doesn't go through because they don't think it's fit for you, or whatever the case, or just
yeah.
I can see both sides. As far as the control that they could gain through that, but I also feel like that might be the final pushing factor for Americans to finally like, hey,
leave the fiat system.
Yeah, we have the technology here now. We don't have to fix any old system. We just make a new system and we move on to that. We don't have to fix or do anything with the old stuff. If we can get the majority, and this is where they got us, right, is by the division of the people. So we're mostly divided. And that's, how I see it is we're all individuals, and that's fine. But there's three things I feel like we need to be unified in. That's our monetary system, our food system, and how we treat the planet. So if we can get aligned on those three subjects, we would see the entire world change, So I'm here to help push that narrative.
Cool, man.
Taurus, do you got a Twitter?
So I do. It's at Hex Taurus.
Okay, I'll reach out to you. I'm also a newer streamer, and so maybe we can cross pollinate and stuff. It'd be really cool. I stream Monday through Fridays. So yeah, it would be cool to have you on.
I'm open to do whatever. Like I said, this was kind of the icebreaker for me getting out and getting online. And I was pretty hesitant about putting my face out there, but like I said, I feel like this is more important than myself, and we need people out there telling people what's really going on.
Not what the better.
Yeah, not what the news is trying to gaslight you into believing.
Yeah.
I got a question for Jake, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah. What's happening?
So Jake, on the, I guess with all of the fights that you've had with Hex being the main supporter, Discourse Syndicate representing, have you heard or seen any of the difficulties with like pushback, whether it be, people wanting to even fight against you or other folks individually? Because I know there was, pushback against the soccer team, for example, whenever Hex got sponsored on the soccer team. Yeah. And there was a whole hullabalooza, whatever the heck you want to call it. People done freaked the frick out whenever Hex, sponsored the team. And so have you had any of that happen?
By pushback, do you mean like hesitations to engage in fighting me? Like,
yeah, or just people like you actually getting fights, you know what I mean? Like,
pushback as in, yeah, I see what you mean. I've kind of had it my whole career anyway, so like I welcomed it with both arms, and that's probably why it's succeeding so much, because it's perfect fit. You know what I mean?
I think
let's go
with the you can't see me, but I mean,
the soccer world's full of soy, so that's probably what happened there.
I think it was more we didn't have a pushback, but a lot of people were questioning it, like, what is this thing that's actually sponsoring him? What is, like, we've never heard of it. What is this? Then they look into it, and a lot of the people were like, oh, is this a scam, or you know what I mean? That was the biggest thing. Yeah,
I did talk to someone that supposedly knew what they were talking about with crypto and stuff like that, and they recommended not to, but like I always do, I just chose the way myself, and I listened to the advice and whatnot, and still don't forget it. But at the end of the day, like,
he's got a good advisor here.
He's had to eat his words now that it's it's performed, and then also like my successes and I, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there was a little bit, but like I said, it doesn't really bother me. I think for myself, and yeah, like it's all working out.
Yeah, as far as promotions go, like as a promoter or anyone that runs a show, no one that's actually run a show has ever said anything about the sponsorship. The only thing
you've got a show sponsor,
yeah, like because we sponsor the Rise Championship as well. So, I mean, there was never any pushback from them. They've joined up and they're all keen to learn more about it. And then, I mean, Jake's been offered. There was a show in the other side of the country in WA. I think they offered to put you on that, didn't they? And no one's ever questioned or had any pushback in regards to the sponsorship that we do with him. It was more just the people that were close to him thought it was a bad idea at the time because they didn't understand what it was.
Well, that's always the case.
We've obviously proved that wrong over the last 12 months with what he's achieved.
That's a good thing. Yeah. You probably nailed it on the head, Captain. It's just more of the niche that we're playing in now. He's a fighter versus a soccer team, you know?
Yeah, all right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
and they were, you know, they were trying to be politically correct, and something was said that was kind of like off color that didn't sit with them, right? Or they misunderstood it, misinterpreted what was said, and it turned into a big shit show. But you know, we're glad that we fit in with Jake, and Jake fit in with us, and you know, we're the underdogs, and we went in there and we're all kicking ass, and that's what's important. It's representative of the whole thing here. That's who we are, who he is, and it's a cool match, that's for sure.
I agree. No, right there.
Yeah, I was the underdog. My last
Jinx
fight
on that one.
Yeah.
No, Hexicans says that's because they get their asses kicked. So, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. I just wanted to see, you know, kind of the because you know Hex always gives pushback no matter what, which I love, because that just means that we remain pre-viral, right? And as soon as like everybody and their mother knows about Hex, then okay, at that point in time, you know, we're all our grandkids are retired at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. I just wanted to see kind of like the experience on that, see if there was any pushback, because I'm not too familiar when it comes to, you know, the actual fighting world in that regard. I just knew the other sponsors, we've had some pushback to it, and a lot of the times it's because people think that, you know, Richard Hart is actually doing the sponsoring, which I love, which I find hilarious, and it's all Hexicans that are doing the sponsoring.
Yeah.
You know, like you know,
community back
all the promotions on the cars, everything happening everywhere. It's literally the community doing everything.
We've done it all, you know.
Right.
I mean, and even this tour that we're about to do, you know, we're wrapping a bus, we're wrapping multiple vehicles for the tour. We've got all the locations set up. We're paying for all the venues. You know, it's all self-supported, and the Hexicans are donating their time right now to make it happen. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to fly around the country and go talk DeFi to people and Hex ecosystem. And you know, it's all grassroots. It's all community based. Richard has never given any of us a dime, or let alone even a lick of what do you call it, advice on how to do it or what to do. He's just like, you guys go out there and do it. I'm building this stuff. You guys go out and promote it, you know?
Yep. He goes, you want something to go do it. Find a way to make it happen, you know, poke cards, whatever it is. So I appreciate you sponsoring Jake, man. Much love to Jake on this one, dude. Great job on, you know, representing not only yourself and everything that you have going on and all the trials and tribulations you went through, but also, you know, representing our community and the fight that we actually put up with as well. So
that's right.
Shout out to Jake and Mayo for sure.
That's a good representation.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the help, and the notice, for you guys noticing. But I'm sure coming this far, it's the hardest part, and hopefully next year or this year, it's going to be even better.
Oh yeah. With PulseChain and PulseX launching, Hex going into its 4th year, maturing. I mean, it's gonna be so great.
After Bitcoin halving, oh my god! and you're going to be kicking everyone's ass. I mean, dude,
Literally,
it's going to line up perfect.
Oh god, you get me excited.
Oh
One
my
step at
god.
a time.
yeah. Watch out, he's pitching a tennis.
Hey, Jake, I got a question for you. Have you had a chance to meet with any of the Aussie Hex community at all?
Yeah, I have. They were, we were like I was fighting, so they were high, like emotional times. But I haven't really had to sit down and a good chat to anyone outside of like a window like that. But no, it's been good when we've had them. And
Yeah, we had. Well, there was what 20. We had 2 tables at the diamond fight. So there was 20 of us all up, but Jake didn't really. There was a lot going on after the fight, so it wasn't really like big, deep conversations. There was just like small hellos and photos and selfies and stuff like that. There wasn't really a
hangout.
Yeah, and Jake's changed. He doesn't like to come out and party anymore after his big fights. He actually knuckles down and stays fit. So the old Jake used to come out and would hang out at the after party with everyone and have a few drinks with everyone, but he's kind of changed his ways, which is for the better, I think.
Definitely.
But in
Thanks
saying
for that as well.
saying that,
Yeah, you gotta have your boundaries.
JFK's in the chat tonight, and he's invited us to a barbecue tonight, so that might be on the cards tonight. That Jake might come around and we'll meet JFK over dinner, and we'll have a proper sit down tonight, and whoever else shows up.
Yeah, I was asking.
It's hard to really socialize straight after a fight.
Yeah, no, you got the adrenaline.
He was out the back getting stitched for how long last time?
Yeah.
Straight after, out the back with the doctor. Tell them the story about your stitches and the injuries after. I think they ran out of.
They ran out of anesthetic. So there were so many people getting cut that night. They ran out.
How the hell did they run out of anesthetic? It's like you
my
got fighters here.
My team still talks about it. Hey, we might have to put it in the freaking fight agreement or something next time. Make sure your doctor's equipped because far out. Had to go to the hospital after, and they were like putting stitches in, and it hurt so much. And they even put the anesthetic in, but it was still hurting because I got elbowed in the eyeball. So like the back of my eye was like throbbing whilst they were putting these stitches in, and I'm like, oh. Anyway, it was because it took so long. Like they should have stitched it straight away, but because it took so long, it wasn't a good experience. But I got this here.
It was worth it.
Jake now carries around the anesthetic over here, and he just, hey, give me the little cortisone shot. You know, he carries it all the time.
Yeah. So no, I'm looking forward to meeting everyone properly and having some chats.
Yeah, he's met actually after the first Rise event when we first kicked off the sponsorship. He did come back to my place for a bit of after party on the first one. And Unwrecked Pirate was here, and Unwrecked Pirate came had a big conversation.
Yeah, it's hard to remember the names because I remember like half of it's the name on the computer.
Yeah, because Jake's not very big in the online sort of presence because he's obviously focusing on what he does. So he sort of meets a couple people in real life, and he still finds it hard to put the online names to the real names. But I think you had a pretty good talk with Unwrecked, didn't you? Yeah. I think Unwrecked actually gave him a bit more of a bonus after the fight as well and did a big congratulations. So, they had a good little chat together.
Unwrecked is the man.
A couple drinks.
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah, he's a character. Great bloke.
Yeah, he was. It was a good chat. I had a good time, for sure.
I was asking because, that's the one thing about Hex, is the community that's really wonderful. And I've been to a lot of meetups and, I'll admit even before the meetup, I'm like, why am I going to this? It's just people that have the same crypto, who cares? But it's a lot different when you're there and you're actually meeting people and hanging out. And, even like that interview the other day with Peter and Eric, these guys, they've never even been to the community. They have nothing to talk about. So they don't know, and so
that interview made me so bullish though, bro. So effing bullish. It was amazing. I think, they're just talking about, us being a cult. Bitcoin was a cult.
Yeah, they're talking about a lot of low frequency stuff, in my opinion. And,
man,
could have been a lot better, but if that's what they want to talk about.
At the end of the day, we're on their mind, so we're winning, aren't we? Free.
Exactly. Bingo.
We're winning.
I heard it.
Well, we won.
the other
We
day.
won a long time ago.
Yeah,
we're just waiting
right.
for them to catch up and understand that they
Yeah.
lost.
I mean,
I
freaking
heard a
Eric is
rap quote like
obsessed
that the
with
other
us.
day. If they're talking behind you, just lose them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's the same. Yeah, I mean, you used to see like RG3 and all the gentlemen of Discourse Syndicate. This Friday call used to be for the haters to come on and tell them why they should not invest in Hex, and they would try bringing anybody on. Welcome, open door to anyone who wanted to have a conversation.
They never came. They never came.
And so everyone who talks shit behind the walls, man, they ain't got nothing to say, so you ain't got to listen to them.
Yeah.
Simple as
You
that.
definitely learn that in fighting. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, we got another Hexican showing up there in the back. Robert, what's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome
Before
to
we
the
go,
FN Hangout.
Jake's probably going to have to take off, boys. So do you?
Yeah, get back to training, bud.
Keep up the good work,
Keep up the good work, Jake.
Yeah, he's helping another bloke get ready for his fight.
Yeah, I'm going to ice bath and sauna because my mate came down from Airlie Beach for the finishing touches in his fight camp next weekend, and he's like a pretty big name fighter as well in Australia. And like once he wins his fight next week, yeah, he's going places. And yeah, I'm just helping. I'm training people while I'm not having like actively like training for a fight. I just help other people. But yeah, once I help him and get that out of the way, I'm sure I'm next. So keep an eye out, eh? And thanks for the help. I really appreciate it.
Right on, Jake. We appreciate you,
Represent,
man.
my
We're
friend.
proud of you, man. Keep it up.
Thank
Keep
you
it
so
up.
much.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys. I'll just see him out.
All right,
See you.
bro. We'll see you,
guys.
man. Brought the belt with him too. Look at that.
Yeah, he did.
It's colorful.
It's good
Diamond
stuff.
belt, baby.
Sweet.
There we go. All right.
That's
Did I
awesome.
lose somebody? Hold on. We lost somebody.
ATX just popped out.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
So RG, are y'all doing the tour after this cruise?
Yeah. So the cruise is going to be the kickoff. We're going to do some breakout sessions on the cruise. So I'm going to do a little bit of the DeFi road tour, the PulseChain road tour presentation there on the ship. So that'll be kind of the kickoff. And then from there we come back and then I'll be in Northern Cal and then on to Washington, Seattle area, and then or Portland and Seattle, I think. And then we're going Colorado, Chicago, New York, Miami, North Carolina, Miami, I think Tennessee, Texas, Arizona. So we're going to be circling the whole country.
Does this mean you guys are kind of taking over the PulseChain tour that KSB was going to do?
So they ran last year and did the Hex tour. So we're gonna pick it back up, and now we're gonna do the PulseChain tour.
Well,
And
they were going to do Pulse tour, right? And then
well, they're not going to do the US anymore. They're out. They're
Okay.
touring in Europe, and they've actually donated to the cause. So they're going to be giving their million Pulse at the. So they've come and supported the tour that we're doing, and they're going to be adding that prize that they had offered to this tour. So yeah,
awesome.
so they're participating with us. Yeah, those are our friends, and they've been streaming with us forever. Before they even started KSB, they used to come on FN Hangout and stream with us, and then they started their own stream, and yeah, they've taken the bull by the horns like the Hexicans do. But yeah, we're just going to continue on where they left off.
Nice. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you when you come around.
Hey, I gotta
Yeah,
go
what area are you
check
in?
it out.
I'm in Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're doing two. We're doing Dallas and Austin in Texas.
SJ is actually a good buddy, and so is the KSB team, and so it'll be good.
Yeah. So yeah, SJ's got. So for those of you who want to help support, there is a new caravan. And I think the Telegram room is open for everybody to jump in. Let me see if I can find it real quick. They named it something funky. I think it's RG3 hype tour or something like that. RG3 Hype Convoy. And DJ Pollywood is putting that up. So what they're going to do is they're going to caravan with SJ, which I'm so glad because she's out here right now in Cali. So we're working on the bus. We're getting the bus wrapped and painted and doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. So I've just been worried about her out there on the road by herself. So these guys are all going to caravan with her, and she's going to have a whole support crew driving with her. And then every town that she goes into, we're going to try and see if we can get some people to, follow her in and come to the show. So yeah, so it's going to be, they've got
Nice.
it. If you want to go, it's in Telegram. It's called RG3 Hype Convoy. I think it's open. I think it's an open room. Yeah, I think so.
Well, Taurus, am I going to be seeing you on the 22nd in Austin?
What do we got going on? I haven't been checking the Telegram.
All good. We got a little meetup happening here in the Austin area.
Who's throwing it?
Eco Builder.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Davin. Mhm.
Yeah, I've been meaning to actually reach out to Davin because if you're in the area too, I mean, we can all, end up going to the studio and we can all go in together,
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah, for sure. Definitely would love to meet up at the studio and, be a guest or whatever. Go check it out. Yeah, because we got, Side Effects. We're going to be meeting up with him. And,
Is it happening at Davin's?
It's happening. No, it's crazy. It's actually happening somewhere in Austin, like on JFK. They're doing it on a bridge. At least from what I can tell, they're going to be, holding up the signs for everyone driving down 35, representing the Hex flags and logos and all that good stuff. So, I guess just getting the word out that way. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but I figure if
grassroots, bro. That's real grassroots.
Yeah. So if it's
like Captain says,
if it's close enough, I might just have to go in, swing by, and hang out. You know what I mean? Because it's always fun just seeing Hexicans up in person, man.
Yeah, I'll get into Telegram and check it out. And
there's the Telegram link there. I just put it up. I'll put it in the private chat here too, so you guys can
appreciate you.
Pull it up. Cool. I don't know. I think that's the invite link.
We're gonna click it, fucking send it to us.
Well, they gave me access, so obviously I got it. So now you guys all have it.
Hey,
but I know that they're looking for as many people to help out as possible.
For sure.
Yeah, when you guys are over this way, I can help out. I know you guys got one stop in Phoenix.
Yeah, if y'all want to go see, just go check out PulseChainTour.com and find out whenever they're going to be visiting your local area and go see these lovely, beautiful people in person. If y'all haven't ever been to a Hex meetup before, you're missing out.
It. Yep.
You're missing out. Yeah, everyone thinks we're all bots and everything because we fucking come with the rage that like you can't even believe and imagine. Someone says some shit on Twitter, it's like, oh.
It's true.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you actually get to see, oh, these are actually all real people. Legit. You all have the same belief. Legit. Like, yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
There is a big difference when you actually get to be in the community, like in person. And like I was saying, Trevon and Eric and all them. I mean, Trevon's never even been either to any of the meetups, so until you go to a meetup, I don't want to really hear anybody say anything.
Mm-hmm.
As for the, I just sent you the Twitter status as well in the private for you, Taurus, if you want to check it out.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
But yeah, once you actually go to a meetup and you see them, I mean, we're all just goofy motherfuckers just trying to have fun, man. You know what I mean? Like, we all got the idea of a crazy vision that, like, like some grandiose idea. We're just take this shit 15 years, which isn't even that long. It's not that long. Like, everyone's like, 15 years? What? And they act like that's the craziest shit they've ever heard in their life. And I'm like, do you invest in 401k? Oh yeah, I put 50% of my paycheck in it every time.
30 years.
Yeah, for 30 years. And yeah, I'll fucking wait till I'm, to see a 2x on that. And I'm like, all right, buddy.
If you're lucky.
All right, man. I can't help you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Did Bitcoin hit 15 years this year? Was it?
No.
08?
No, it's 13, I think.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, it's gonna be 14 at the end, I think. Yeah, right. Because it was 2009.
No, yeah. Okay, so 14. It's getting there though, almost 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, that's that's forever in crypto. So nobody understands 15-year anything, right?
Right.
You know, but in the real world, shit.
15.
You know, 15 years is nothing. You know,
I mean,
that's
shit. All of it, like
Blink
something
your
like
eyes,
my
man.
fucking
Half a
daughter,
mortgage,
my daughter, yeah,
you
dude. My
know?
daughter's almost 15, fam. Like, come on,
Jeez.
man. Come
It's
on,
nothing.
man.
It's nothing. It's
That's
nothing.
nothing.
That's
And
scary, man. Mine's 2, so I don't want to think about that.
you hear it all the time. The shit, hey, dude, appreciate them when they're young. You know what I mean? Like, you hear it all the time because they fucking grow up quick, man. They do. Son just turned 13 or 12, and then daughter's turning 13 at the end of June. So my God, dude.
Well, you're blessed, my man. That's great, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
My boy's heading to Japan right now.
Let's go.
Heading to Japan.
Yeah.
Military?
No. He just trips out there every few months. He goes out there for a few months and hangs out with all of his tech friends and does his thing. And he's shooting a documentary right now. So
love it.
Yeah. He's out there working with the. I guess there's this area where they're not homeless, but they're kids that don't have families. I guess their homes are broken or they're on their own. So there's this place that they all congregate, and he spent a bunch of time there with a bunch of them. So he decided that the next time he goes back, he's going to go and do a documentary on all these kids that go to this area. I forget what they call it, but so pretty cool. I thought, no, that's good stuff.
Really cool.
Man. It is good. Oh, Robert's back. Let me see if I can bring him back up here. Hold on.
Hey,
there
Captain, I got a question for you. They said they said you would know the answer. What's the Randy Hilarski and horse story?
So way back when we were just a DGen channel and we weren't, like crypto sophisticated, we used to stream for like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time.
Okay.
And it was just a free for all. It just because we were waiting for haters, that's what the show, we started.
Did you used to get a lot of haters though that would come on ever?
No, they never did.
Okay.
They never showed up.
No, they never did.
They never showed up.
Doors open.
I mean, who we got a freaking group of lunkheads like that. Who's going to come in there and try and freaking, go up against a bunch of crazy ass Hexicans like that? I mean, we were the loudest, most boisterous, freaking in your face community in all of crypto's ever seen. They've never seen anything like us.
Agreed.
And having, the backing of Richard Hart's knowledge and the crypto itself, because Hex has had our back the whole time. I didn't have to know shit. I just had to be some dumb old man that turned the button on and sat here in front of the microphone and told you Hex is the GOAT. And guess what? I was fucking right all the time. So that's why I'm still here, because I've always been right. And I've never hurt or wrecked anybody, because if anybody listened to me, they've done well. They've done really well. So we were in their faces all the time, and they could never bring anything except for like Erica Wall or somebody like that would come in and start, throwing his little troll shit out at people or whatever. And, and he's just one of those guys that likes to act like he's very, very smart, and he's not. He's been wrecked out there too. And he's a pissant is what he is. He's a basement dwelling pissant. And he's, he's made a name for himself now, fudding Hex and trying to get up underneath Hexicans, skin. But it's whatever. It is what it is. He's horse story. He's half a man. The horse story. Okay, so the horse story. Sorry, I digress. Randy came on, and for some reason, there was a video on his phone of a female helping a horse to ejaculate, and so he aired it, and it's still out there. It's still a stream. We didn't take it down. We didn't get shut down for it. But yeah, it was a horse being taken care of by a young lady, and it showed on
I gotta give him some crap. He came on our stream early this morning, so
so yeah, that was the horse story. Then we've got, there was another time a guy showed up naked, dropped his towel and stuff, and
on stream
live on stream. We got shut down one time because we all had our guns out. We were We were all showing different guns that we had, and every time somebody pull one out bigger, I'm pointing out we had shotguns pointed, and they shut us down because you're not supposed to have weapons on live stream, so you have to be careful with that. But we've had a few incidents like that. Lots of fights. We've had people fight with Richard Hart on here. Hexicans, get into arguments with Richard, and Richard used to come onto the stream often, back in the early days.
He'll be back, man. He's just waiting for PulseChain. He'll be back.
Yeah, no. He told me that he would. I said, hey, I get the. I've been waiting patiently. Do I get it?
Yeah,
and
for
he's
sure.
like, yeah. So
of course.
So he'll do an interview with us, and I've never asked him before. I've never, but he showed up on our show and done a lot of, just kicking it with us. And he's been on the ladies stream on the DS ladies stream.
Yeah, I saw him one time come on your show, and I just saw the replay of it where he came on here and argued with Good Texture.
Yeah, that guy was something else, man. He was, that dude's wrecked, but it's too bad. It's too bad. All right, well, hey, we got one more Hexican that showed up here. This is my good buddy here. This is my buddy Crypto Kool-Aid. What's up, dude?
Hey.
What's
How
up,
are you guys?
We're good. How are you doing on this Friday afternoon?
Oh, I just went and got a doorknob so that way Cat Thunderdome can't happen because they're breaking.
So Larry's got these two black, massive cats that just, they're brutal. And SJ has this 95-year-old lady cat, right? She's 18 years old, and she shaved, but her face isn't shaved. So she's got this big old freaking cat head, right? And she's shaved on down to nothing. And she's just this frail little old lady. And she takes the cat over there to go live with these two black beasts over there. And they're that cat that just walked by was actually they put the old lady cat in the room and locked her in. And this son of a bitch was opening the freaking door. He pulled the handle and opened the damn door. This cat was he was determined to get in there to that girl.
I literally have a wall of shit up against this door, and
there's one of them right behind you.
Yeah, they're right.
They're like panthers, man.
Right here. But no. I will hear sleeping and hear a giant hiss. And I'm like, oh my fucking god! I jump out of bed and run because the first time they interacted, first they've dealt with other cats before, but I mean SJ just kind of dropped and ran because Cappy had to get back through traffic, and they're just like, who the fuck is this invader? So right now it's like Invader Zim up in my house, and so I'm gonna buy a new doorknob. It's round, so that way both of them can't fucking open it, and I'll put a lock on it. I'd be like, not today, kittens. So yeah, I just got back from doing that, but I wanted to come in and share a quick story before I go rotate out doorknobs. So I've got a friend back in Austin, Jeremy and Crash, good people. He's got two adult boys. Crash's daughter is 10 years old, and I tried to get them into Hex 2-3 years ago. Eventually, I got them to buy some Hedron at the top of Hex because it was the better buy. But he just texted me today, and he's just like, dude, what's going on with the dollar? I realized that it's being decayed. And the friend that's trying to educate them is an XLM person. And I mean, I used to hold Stellar and ADA back in 17, yada, yada. And I was just like, I'm proud of you for reaching out and trying to figure this out. We're going to pencil up some time on Sunday where we'll talk, but here's some homework. And then on the drive, I was thinking about on home, I'm going to drop, because I custodian his wallet. There's 19 other people that I custodian for. Actually, there's a little bit more than that. But I sponsored 19 single struggling families. So that way their kids, when they turn 18, have their college paid for, their houses paid for, and all the rest of that. So I didn't stake his Hedron because I don't like to just drop their people's wallets. I'm there for an emergency. But I didn't stake his Hedron. So I'm going to do that tonight. And I'm going to drop $500 into a stake for their daughter's 18th birthday. So that'll be the 20th kid that I've sponsored. So that way, when they turn 18, their college, their house, and their car is paid for. And that is the ideals that we want to have. And by the way, Champ, it's a pleasure to see you on, Jake. You go kill it, sir. But that's the ideals on what we all want to do, is to help other people. So Jeremy should be watching this stream, and you do your damn homework, and we all take care of each other. And that's the most important thing. Is knowledge is the most expensive token in the world, and that's what we share here in Hexican community. That's what we share in DS. That's what the Cappy's going to go on tour to do. So I just wanted to hop in both to heckle my friend and congratulate him to ask the right questions. Because if you're asking, where does the dollar go from here, whether that's BRICS, whether that's inflation, whether that's CBDCs and Fed Now, you're asking the right questions to put you in the right mindset to understand how to use the tools to educate yourself to be better.
Facts, man.
Now, get back to work. Get that bus wrapped. Get my presentation done. Get to work.
I need your bullet points first, sir. I'm not going to do that until we get the bullet points first. You got to do your side, sir. I'm going to go change the doorknob out right now.
Hey, just to let you know, SJ sent it to you.
All right, I'll check.
Right.
Right now it's Cat Thunderdome time, so I'm going to make sure the.
Hey, we need to get some e-bikes too for Burning Man.
Oh, it's the Cappy is
we got our tickets.
Burn.
We got our tickets. I'm going to burn.
Well, I got the tickets, but yes, we Captain's going to go to the most magical experience in the world. It's very, very like Hexico. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. The people, the experience is just like we are here in crypto, just like we all want to be good ideals, good people, good utilities and stewards for people, life, and love. Captain's going to come burn with me and Cosmic, and there's a bunch of missed Hexicans that are out there. So it's going to be fantastic. So I'll be watching, but I got to go replace the door right now. But I figured I'd hop on and say hello. And to Jeremy, I'm proud of you. You asked the right questions, and now I'm going to sponsor Courtney's kid. So keep doing your homework. Keep watching the streams. Always have one earbud in. And if you don't understand it, when you got people like me or RG or someone else, write down the time code when you get confused. Figure out the video and just save it as a bookmark. Send it to us, and we'll explain it. Don't suffer in silence. So anyway, I'll be watching. If you need me, I'll be back.
All right, bud. Catch you later. Yeah, that's a good man right there. He's always taking care of people. But one of the things, so when I set up my staking strategy, I had 23 nieces and nephews, and close affiliated god kids that I wanted to, take care of. So I did the same thing. I staked 15 years for each and every one of them. And those stakes are looking really, really sweet right now. I mean, they're already paying for colleges. That's for sure. They've already all got college taken care of. And that was just 3 years of a 15-year stake.
Yeah. Do y'all believe in going to college still? Let me actually let's bring it up. Let's find out. Captain,
I'm not.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Here's why. And here's why. It's the social advantage that you get from going to college. Look, I don't know if any of you guys have gone to college.
I have.
What?
I got a degree. I don't use it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I came from the streets and then worked a blue collar job my whole life, and I seen people that went through college have different experience in life than I had different groups of friends, had different circles of influence, had different opportunities than I had. Because, and I'm not saying that the degree does it for you or whatever. It's the socialization. It's the networking. It's the different world that you place yourself in by being a college educated person. I've been watching it for years. The college educated person is a different person than a typical guy from the street, blue collar worker. And I'm not saying it's always the case, but in general, you network better. You have better people around you. You have better opportunities that show up, and you get different things placed in front of you that you can take advantage of that I never had put in front of me. It was like, you got this broom, and then if you get past this broom, then there's a shovel coming up for you. And then after that shovel, maybe we'll put you on the forklift and you can start driving the truck and stuff like that. That was my route, And when you go to college, you got a group of friends. Some of them become very successful. and start making in routes for you later on in life and things like that. So that's what I think college is for. Not necessarily just the degree or the knowledge that you get from it. Because fuck, you can get more out of YouTube than you can get out of a college anymore. Serious. I mean, my kids learn more on YouTube than they do in their colleges that they're going to.
Right.
But it's the networking that you don't get. And I think that's changing too, because people are networking online more and whatnot. So I'm sure that that's going to end up be changing completely eventually. But there's a different class of people that go to college, man. And I've experienced it because I'm that other class.
I mean, I agree with you, Captain, on that note. But at the same time, like, I didn't go to college, and I dropped out of high school. Then I went back to high school, and I barely graduated. Yeah. And I mean, I was a real fuck up when I was a kid. And it forced me to learn to be an entrepreneur, to learn to create businesses. Because it was the only way I was able to create wealth when I was in my earlier age, is because of business and entrepreneurship and real estate. And I didn't, obviously, if I went to college, I feel like I would have been brainwashed to go a different route in my life. And I feel like there's something to be said that in school, they don't teach us to be entrepreneurs. They don't teach us to be businessmen.
No, but see, entrepreneurs are different than the professional world. See, we need it all. You need the professional world too, and you need entrepreneurs.
I agree.
You need blue collar workers. So it's where you fit and how you and I both. I mean, I became an entrepreneur also. The only reason that I am where I'm at today is because on the side of being a blue collar worker, I was an entrepreneur.
Right.
And so I knew that I had to, in order to advance myself into either the same position as people who were professionals that were making professional type money or whatever. Because blue collar workers, we know we're getting a few bucks for our hours, and then maybe next year we might get $1 or $2 more for our hours. That's just the way it is. An entrepreneur, the harder he works, the better in the market he does, the more money he makes. Yep. And the professional, they know that they've got a big salary and they're going to get a bonus next year, and they're going to, it's just different worlds, but we need them all. We do need them all. You need the professionals, you need the blue collar workers, and then you need the entrepreneurs.
I just my kids, I'm not sure if I want them to go the college route or not. I'm not sure, because that was what kind of the question ETX asked. And I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I'm like, do I want her going to college? I don't know. It's a good question.
Just got to kind of let them do what they want to do.
I agree with that. Yes, 100%.
Like my daughter, I can tell she's going to be a professional. She likes the criminology world. She likes that, and that's her thing, and she's really taken to it, and she's all excited about her college. And now my son, not so much. He's very, very smart. He doesn't need the information from college. He learns more on his own. He's an entrepreneur, natural by, he's traveling the world already and doing his own things. So it's like, okay, so I just encourage that in him, and I encourage what's in my daughter and my daughter, and so basically I've always said I've got Harvard, Yale, and then my 6-year-old is jail. So he's the one that's going to be my trouble. but yeah, you just got to kind of let them all do
You'll
their
be surprised. Your troubled one will end up being the real successful one.
He probably is.
It's how it works. And those 15-year stakes you're making, you'll have the ones that will use it for college, but maybe the other ones, they'll use it to open a business. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, whatever route they take, I encourage them and try and help them out in whatever way I can, because I know, man, I wasn't one to be leading people into anything, to be honest. So I hope that they go the right route, and all I can do is be there to help them out.
I got to hear Mayo's answer. I saw Neville. I already know Neville's, college kid he's a college boy for sure. You know what I mean?
but then, so the reason we're talking about this is because, we made 15-year stakes for these kids, or colleges are taking care of. Right. Well, on the other hand, if that young man or lady wants to build a business, they've got a real nice nest egg to go out and build their own business, and so it can be used for any of that. But yeah, it's that's, they can go to college with it, or go create a business, or hookers and cocaine until they die. Who knows? Let's let them do what they want to do with it.
That was Corey.
See, when you guys say college, like college compared to Australia, like that's university or what?
Yeah,
I guess that'd be university.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I'm not a uni man. Definitely not.
I didn't think so, meathead.
Yeah, I was a I don't know if we could say, I was a cunt of a child, cunt of a kid. Kicked out of school, back in school, and then I was blue collar, did my trade, and then I think you're right. The unis is a big social sort of network, but in the way of, I don't know, it's a whole different thing. I don't know anyone that I went to school with that went to uni that's anywhere near ahead of where I am, if that makes sense. Like,
no, but there are skills that like you see these people, they can type, they can read, they can actually articulate words that a lot of us don't have. They can actually write a paper versus having to go to OpenAI and get them to write it for you. I mean, not that you need that skill anymore, but it's something about that brain power that it's a good thing to have.
It's critical thinking. That's
critical thinking. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on the other side, I don't take anything away from anybody because as a blue collar worker, I was an expert and a professional in what I did. And I amazed people with what I did. I'd take a $1 million machine and move it from here to there. And they'd be like, how in the hell did you freaking do that? And I had to critically think of how I was going to do that and how I was going to not bust through the concrete and how I was not going to kill anybody doing it and how I was not going to let it fall over and all that kind of stuff, and just like an entrepreneur, in order to make it, he has to know how to get into the market and how to bust in and how to beat the competition and all these. So there's a lot of critical thinking going on all sides of this. But in the professional realm, college just gives you if you're not a self-starter, if you're not somebody that can actually go in and become the professional or become the expert in your field, then college is a good place for you to actually get enough of that knowledge that you can take it other places.
Yeah, I think, like, for me personally, I didn't go to college, but I would spend my time outside of my work and my trade sitting here or learning something else, self-teaching, I guess, and that's where I've got ahead. So I suppose it's up to the individual. Like, are they comfortable doing what they're doing, or are they just gonna?
And what I'm speaking is just a sign of my age, because you guys have the internet now. That my generation didn't have the internet. I went to adulthood without the internet. I was raising a family before the internet. So it's completely different today. People are learning so much more. Yeah, like I said, YouTube,
so accessible. If you want,
you learn more.
Yeah.
I used to joke with some of my customers. They'd say, "Hey, how are you going to do this? You sure you can pull this off?" I'm like, "I watched a YouTube video on it this morning. I think I got it. I'll hook you up." Some stuff like that. But I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, you could look up anything and boom, it's right there. Right there.
That's how it goes done around the house. You know what I mean? If I could fix in the dryer and shit, like I definitely don't know how to handle that shit. But you watch a YouTube video a few times and you're like, oh, that one didn't work out. Let me watch this next one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then you become like an expert at that thing, like in a day. Like in a day, you're like doing something that an expert showed you how to do. Like
I even think gaming, man, like because I went through a phase of gaming in between, and like I suppose it depends on the game, but there's games out there that, like, say MMORPGs, they sort of replicate things you do in real life. Like, you have to sit there and grind and earn something before you can create or make it or have the funds in the game to do that. I think if people are into that sort of thing and they can push themselves in that, but replicate that in real life, you're bringing.
We kind of am with crypto.
T-Bird says it right here. Back in my day, it was a privilege to have a calculator. You remember growing up, teachers be like, "You aren't gonna have a calculator all the time." And now you fucking.
What is it now?
Now I got an AI computer.
Now you got AI. Yeah, through the calculator, you're gonna.
I know, because I remember when calculators first came out. Oh man!
There we go. Age is showing.
Go ahead.
Now AI will go take the class for you and graduate for you.
I could initiate saying college is where you perfect the O phase.
But it was a freak out in school because kids had calculators. It was like, oh, you can't have a calculator.
It's just using the tools that we're given.
Exactly, and it just advances And now all the kids have calculators in their math classes or computers that they're doing the math with. It's like it's part of the class, you know.
Yeah.
And just like this AI thing, you know, everyone's like, oh my God, the AI. And did you really just say boomer, Dorsey? Really? Really? It's been a while since I hit the timeout button on you, but you know that's a no-no. I'm an Xer. I'm a Gen Xer. But anyway, so yeah, with this AI thing, you watch in a few more years, it's going to be like required to know how to utilize AI and write a paper, you know, because you can't fight this stuff. You just got to utilize it. And now human beings have a better tool. You know, it's just like, you know, used to have a club to go fight each other with, and now we've got guns. I mean, it's just better tools doing better jobs. I guess that's a bad analogy, but anyway,
it is. Jake's still fighting. He's not using guns.
Yeah. So, you're hitting each other with clubs, and now you got ARs, and you're freaking blasting each other away. But you know, I mean, it's better tools. Just gotta change up. Just gotta let the tech come in. Allow it to happen. I don't know why we can't move into the 21st century. I don't know why. I don't know why people in politics want to pull us back. I don't know why people in technology want to pull us back. I don't get it. I don't know why we can't advance and move into the cool shit. We got so much cool shit coming.
Why people don't get into crypto? I mean, you're scared of what you don't know.
Oh, they're so scared.
You're scared of what.
So scared.
If you don't know what you, and that's the thing, dude. They're on that level of consciousness right now, on their basic level 1, right? They literally have the unknown. They have no knowledge, and so like when they're scared.
It's literally the boomers that are holding you guys back.
And then
all you younger generations have
articles.
to take over.
Look at all the articles that come out. You know, hack here, scam here, this person rugged here. Like that's all the articles. You don't see these articles of talking about everyone making millions of dollars. You know, like that's where you need to see the articles. Like, you know, you see like the one person, the Dogecoin millionaire or something like that, for example. Oh my God, he turned 1,000 into 1,000,000. And then he didn't do anything with it. And now he's not a millionaire anymore because he's dumb. So, you know what I mean? Like, but that's like, and then all the other articles are, you know, hack here. Like, you know, what the other hack that just happened the other day, $23 million hacked and all this stuff. And you're like, hack here, hack there, hack there. Yeah, that's scary as shit.
It is the problem. Everyone always focuses on the negative, not the positive.
It is. It's true. I went home for Christmas and my dad came up to me and goes, I heard your Bitcoin went to jail. I knew then we were somewhere near the bottom. I heard your Bitcoin went to jail.
That's great, man.
He was referencing FTX, obviously, and Sam Bankman fraud, but I mean, it was just hilarious. It really.
But that's why I don't blame people for calling Hex a scam or being leery of Hex, because we are literally the 1%. Or the 0.01% of crypto. There is nothing out there like Hex. There's nothing as solid as Hex. There's nothing as non-dangerous as Hex. And the rest of the crypto world is a freaking dangerous ass place. Even Bitcoin. It's a trap. Bitcoin's a trap. Why? Because it doesn't have any more X's to go up. It doesn't. You got no more X's in it. You've got maybe percentages of growth.
It's got like a 2x, 3x. I mean, you're going to do better than the, you know, Wall Street.
Market, yeah.
Yes, but why would you do that when there's things out there that are going to?
I agree. No,
I mean, we know. You know, when you get 10,000x or 150.
I think everyone needs to get introduced to Bitcoin the first time, just to have that introduction. It's a very, like, most people hear about it from everyone else because it's something that you hear from. You know, I heard about it in 2010. My buddy's freaking telling me to get in, and then I didn't listen to him. And then you look back in 2015, you're like, he's telling me about it again. I'm like, all right, dude, it's already done what it's done. I'm not getting in. And then I like fucking start getting in 2017. I'm like, all right, now I'm getting in. And then fucking, you know, you just start seeing like everything happen in 2019. Like that was some crazy shit, right? And then you just watch that go down, and you're like, well, that was a terrible idea. Why did I do this? I want to see a puppy too. Here you go.
And I want to see Hex become that. I want people to get people into Hex, and that's why we're doing the tour. People need to understand that that's the way to get into crypto, is to get into Hex. It's better than Bitcoin. It's a better Bitcoin. That's all it is.
Agreed.
It functions the same way, only it has a yield generating feature. That's it. It's better, it's safer, more secure, faster. And when it's on PulseChain and has Pulse X, it's gonna fly like a Ferrari on a racetrack. That's what it's gonna do. And I got news for all you fucking people out there, and I'm gonna keep telling you this. Hex is the GOAT. PulseChain is there to make Hex better. What do you think is going to be better? PulseChain or Hex? Hex is going to be better because of PulseChain and because of PulseX, not the other way around.
Where do you think all the profits are going to go? Back into Hex? Like, you got to understand, people.
You're trying to get bags so that you can stake. That's what you want. You want as big a bag of everything else that you can get so that you can run it into Hex so that you can stake it and get yield.
Yeah, why did you get into Hex? 1, to secure your position. 2, to make sure that you don't fucking shake yourself out with paper hands. Because when y'all see 100x gains, 1000x gains, 5000x gains, 10,000, like, y'all don't understand the amount. Like, you're telling me you're gonna really just be able to hold the wallet and then watch it fucking drop? I swear none of y'all are going to be able to handle a 7-figure drop to a 6-figure drop to a 5-figure drop. But you get into Hex and you're like, let's go.
Watch this. Here's RG's prediction. I've been predicting this for the whole freaking last 3 years.
Let's hear it, bro.
7.5. Year 7.5. Guess what happens?
100,000.
50 to 75% of all those 15-year stakes come out right then and there. Right then and there. Because guess what? 7.5 years, how expensive Hex is going to be in 7.5 years.
$30.
And guess what those 15-year bags are going to look like in 7.5 years when Hex is $100, $300, $500 a piece.
Yeah.
You know what those big 15-year bags are going to look like? Just the principal? Watch. Mark my words. 7.5 years of matured 15-year stakes. EES button, baby. Hit that fucking EES button. I'm going to watch it happen too.
So you're saying we should have a high T-share rate that day then?
Right, we will have a
it's mooning, baby.
So hold on. What do you think? You say both chains? Both chains?
Yeah.
It's getting duplicated, my friend.
Oh, yes.
It's getting duplicated.
Oh,
they
yes.
get double the money.
Double the money. Boy, are you kidding me? We're talking about people putting money in their pockets and lots of it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And they don't even have to be weak hands, because if you look at something that you put $300 to $500 into and it's worth $3 to $5 million.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait another 7.5 years?
Congrats, man.
And that's what I'm saying. That's going to be a bunch of people going, I'm good.
That's why y'all been preaching ladders, man. That's why y'all been doing all that stuff, though. That way you don't wreck yourself.
Quick change of topic, but it's been eating me the whole show. ATX, why do you have a Christmas tree up?
I just noticed that.
It's
I didn't
funny.
even know that.
ATX Hex Huddle was asking that in the chat too.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well,
so it began. Well, it began to be a staple of the channel. So let's just leave it like that. But my wife and I have always kept a Christmas tree up since being together. And so we've been together 7 years now, and we've just always had a Christmas tree up. We actually have one upstairs and one downstairs. And so we've just always kept it up. And then so I started streaming, and I was like, do I put plants like, looking like maybe Hex or what's the Huddle Dog? Do I do something where I can have some live plants? And like, I ain't got a green thumb, fam. So I guarantee y'all are gonna see a dead plant back there and then be like, why don't you water the plant? And like, instead of doing that, fucking look at this beautiful Christmas tree. It's all sparkly and pretty and shit like that, and it stays up. So it stayed up
2 months out of the year, you'll be on point.
Yeah, so what's funny is everyone that watches this half the time thinks we're watching fucking replays now because the Christmas tree's up, and they're like, what, this is happening in Christmas? This isn't even recent. Like, what? So now the new joke is like, when PulseChain goes live, I should have 2 trees because it gets duplicated, but,
Duplicate the tree.
so like that's the latest one. But yeah, I mean, for real though, it's something that I'd much rather look at lights. It's much prettier, much better to look at instead of having a dead plant in my house, because we tried the plants and the shit just doesn't last, man. It dies.
Yeah,
we don't have green thumbs. So that's the reason for the Christmas tree, and it just look, it just fucking just beautiful, man.
What's the design on the drapes? Is that little Christmas snowflakes or what's?
No, those are hexagons. Yeah,
hexagons.
Oh, Hex, yeah, it's hexagons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. all hexagons, and then the little bars up top are all little hexagon shapes as well. And yeah, man, Hex took over the office for sure. Took over my life. Let's just say it like that. But for good reason, man. It helped me become a better me, like in the best way possible. Like
sure
I can't even. Yeah, dude. It was everything I was looking for and more. I was like, what? This is like, what am I even messing with all these other coins for? Like, so same thing. 401k, IRA. Like I was like, dude, fuck that. Talking about a 2x. Fuck out of here. 30 years. Fuck out of here. I ain't waiting until I'm 60. Cash that shit. And I luckily was in a very high paying job, and I did very well for myself through sales and finance. And so I took all the money that I had and said, bam, went hard on Hex, went hard on PulseChain, went hard on PulseX, retired at the age of 34, fucking beautiful time, man. So now it's just trying to help spread the knowledge, my friends.
Nice. Love it.
Talking about what RG was saying, that early unstaking in 7.5 years, right? The thing is, it's the principles of Hex that even is getting them to the 7.5 years, right?
Yes.
Because they had to do that 15-year stake to hold for 7.5. Whereas even if it's like an HSI, right, where, you might do a 15-year stake, but you could still sell it at 3 years, so you're going to do things differently, and that's the beauty about Hex, is it holds you accountable and it makes you think to the future,
Truth engine, baby. The truth engine.
Well, yeah, look how many people start getting better on health, better like focus on everything. Because dude, we don't have this future thought. Like half the time you're wondering what you're going to eat for breakfast the next day. You don't even know. And so like you start doing a 15-year stake and you're like, I want to make sure I'm here to see that 15-year stake end. So
exactly.
What do I have to do now? Oh, okay.
I got to off on my ass.
Maybe I should just, take a walk around the block a couple times a day, or maybe I like fucking hey, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I should do something. Maybe I should eat a little bit healthier. And then guys, it's crazy, but it just truly changes your whole mind.
It does.
Beautiful fucking thing. Beautiful system that we have, my friend. But yeah, hopefully that answers the question, Mayo. It stays up and it will stay up for as long as I have a stream.
All right, I'll be hanging for the Christmas tree fork.
Christmas tree fork. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole office just so I get that one done as well. But it'll be worth it, man, because we're gonna be looking stupid in that time.
We're all gonna copy.
Sandy's 100% correct. I had a buddy that I grew up with since like the 3rd grade, and the same Christmas that December that when Hex launched, he died of a heart attack, and I was just that really just hit me profoundly. It was like, man, it's that quick, it's that soon. 50. 51, 52, it's not very far away when you think about it. And I don't want to miss, what life was given to me now. And so that's when I started changing things. And, I lost 35, 40 pounds, been, in the gym, taking a bazillion supplements. I've got people that work on my body. It's like, it's work to take care of myself at this point, but I feel great. And I know I'm on the right track, and I got a clean bill of health. All of my blood work and everything comes in great every time now, and I've turned things around, and it's happened within like the last year and a half, almost 2 years. So it's I was overweight. I had 8 herniated discs that were just bugging me all the time, and I didn't take pain pills or anything, but I was always in constant pain. And now I'm not in pain anymore. I didn't have to have surgery. My health is on track. About to pull off the 6-pack ab here at 55. I can't wait for the reveal on the cruise ship. But it's been quite a journey, and it's been a good one too, man. I feel freaking amazing. I've never felt better. My back has never felt better, man. It's just, man, you
gotta pat yourself on the back, RG. We've watched the transformation here too online, so
thanks.
I recommend everyone go and get their bloods done. Like if you're over the age of 30, go and get checked up and see where you're at.
and you've got to like look at like what happened with me as I found out one of these little things that would have affected me later on was that genetically I'm predisposed to storing iron. So I don't need iron in my body. My body just likes to store iron. And what they say is that later on in life, it starts hitting your organs pretty bad, like your liver and everything else. So now I take these chelation type vitamins and whatnot to keep the iron out of my body. So my iron levels are normal now versus they were real super high and I was storing iron in all of my organs. So just going in and getting blood work done and things like that to find out genetically, what you could be predisposed to. For instance, my father, my grandfather on both sides, they all died of heart attacks. So now got to watch the cholesterol, watch where, not that cholesterol there's controversy on that anyway, but just keeping yourself healthy, keeping your arteries healthy. Because mostly when it comes to arteries, it's about the health of the artery itself and the things that you're putting in your body that help them keep them from going hardening on you and whatnot. So, just
condolences to you losing a friend, man. It's never a good thing. And that brings me back to just, taking profits, folks. I'll just say it like that. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to take profits. Cause guys, we get one life, man. Like fuck around, find out type situation. But
yep.
we here in this world and we get one life. And like, if you ain't trying to live it to the best of your ability, like, yeah, we got the 15-year stakes. And I see so many folks in our community that my average is 15 years. And I'm like, all right, dude, that's cool. That's cool, man. But I'm telling you, like RG said, you're going to fucking ES it at 7 years type deal. But, it's one of those, I see it so often that like, I think profit taking needs to be focused and preached on more. And there's the right way of doing it. There's definitely a right way and a wrong way. But guys, like, go have a good life to make sure that you can do what you want with your time. Because, like, God damn, dude, I hate whenever I see someone trapped in a rat race and, like, all you want to do is save them. But, like, you don't need a lot to replace your income for a lot of folks.
No.
You really don't.
Yeah, but don't sit behind the screen all day looking at prices. Get out and enjoy it.
Yeah, get out. And set yourself up for success because we have a tool here. Hex is a tool. And you can stake for any amount of time that you want. So that means have a plan. Set up a plan for yourself. If you're working and everything's good, hey, keep it that way. Look at your age and look, my time horizon, I got 1 15-year stake in me. That's it. I want to get that 15-year stake and be good. Some of you got 3 or 4 in you. So plan accordingly. If you don't need to get that money out now, of course, then the average 15-year stake for a 20-something-year-old person sounds right. If you're in your 30s, 40s, okay, maybe you need to start thinking about a ladder 5-10 years from now, and how to get that ladder set up so that you can retire early. Set it up so that you, when you're 45, 50, 55, boom, your ladder kicks in. It's been maturing for, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And wham, you're retired at that point. So that we have a tool here that you can utilize to set up your retirement and your stakes start coming out. Look, I did it hoping and thinking that Hex was going to be over a penny in 3 years. If Hex would go over a penny in 3 years, I would be able to retire based on my income ladder that I set up. So I set it up that way. So in 3 years, I was going to be able to set it out, unstake, and retirement is in there. And of course, doing it responsibly, exiting responsibly, exiting with limit orders, not market selling, doing it the right way. This is important. This market selling bullshit that some of these idiots are doing, taking out $1 million, $500,000, $250,000, boom, 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 boom. I get it. Some of you had to do it. Some of you had over leveraged yourselves and you needed, and you quit your job too early and all that kind of crap. So you created a situation for yourself and for the ecosystem. So shame on you. You fucked up. Let's try not to do that anymore. And of course, people aren't going to listen. They're going to keep doing it. But if you are responsible and you do understand the system, then set yourself up for success. Create income ladders. Create, event stakes. that are going to, for birthday, Christmas, whatever. So you don't have to pull $100,000 out. Set something up in October or November so you can give your family a Christmas. Set one up a month before your wife's birthday or your anniversary so you can do something nice with each other. Put some that's what I did. I did event stakes, birthdays, Christmas, those kinds of things, right? And then of course I made my 15-year stakes. My 15-year.
Why do you do event stakes, RG3?
Well, because I didn't want to have to go, oh man, I really need some money. I hope I had a big stake that I can yank out and, oh, well, I got one coming out this month and I'm going to pull it all out and I'm going to, spend it. No, it's like, okay.
Give yourself a reason. Yeah.
I gave myself a little reason for my anniversary, boom. And it didn't have to be a big stake. I don't need but a little bit. Well, of course, now they're all real big, but I mean, now it's just like you set yourself up for success, and then you set up a staking ladder and you pay yourself. You're setting up your retirement and you're paying yourself. It's way better than a 401k. 401k, you don't know what you're going to get when it comes time to take that shit out. Right. I know a lot of people that were in the generation before me, the boomers, that got hosed because of those 401ks, because when it was time for them to come out, the market was down and they got screwed. We don't have to worry about that here so much. Once you've got an income ladder going out years and years and years. And here's the other thing, you can keep that thing perpetual. So even if you've only set up a staking ladder for, let's just say you set it up for 5 years, 5 years, every single month for 5 years, you got a little stake coming out. And you put it out there 7 years into the future. And it's time for that to come out. Well, now you pull that stake out. And now, my gosh, what's Hex going to be in 7 years from now? You've got a pretty nice chunk of Hex there. So, well, I'm going to keep this perpetual. I'm going to stick it back on the end of the other 5 year and just take what I need. I'm just going to peel off what I need this month, pay my bills, put a little in the bank, do something nice for mama or for me or whatever. And then next month you got another one coming out. Well, what are we going to do with that? Well, the rest of it's going to go here. Most of it's going to go back out in stake. And this is what we need to live on. That's how it should be done. You don't need to be pulling out these big ass stakes and freaking making yourself a millionaire.
I like doing market cycle stakes because I never want to sell Hex when it's at its bottom anyways. So I like staking via the market cycles. I know 25 is probably going to be a market top somewhere in there. 29 could be a market top. If it could change. Yes. But what do I know right now with the information that I have? That these are market tops. And so that's how I plan my staking ladder.
Damn, Corey, you done stole exactly what I was about to say right there, guys. I was like, that was on the money right there.
I was going to put market cycles into my staking strategy, but I didn't because of the unknowns, because of the differences in the market cycles that could occur. Like this last one we just had, it was kind of a short changed kind of. It was a nice pump. Bitcoin went up high. Of course, Hex did better. But you never know when the cycles are going to change. So I didn't trust my own judgment on picking market cycles in order to do that. But I know a lot of people that did.
Yep, it's the way I'm playing the game for sure. So. Hey guys, I'm gonna hop off though. I'll be watching from the outside. I gotta go tend to the daughter. And thank you much, Captain, as always. I appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Corey, for coming.
See you guys.
Corey, I'm joining Corey as well, guys. I'll be hopping off. Much love to you, RG3. Much love to Mayo, Taurus, Robert, Max. Thanks. Guys, thank you so much.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Joining, having fun.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Hexmas, my friend.
Merry Hexmas,
motherfuckers. All of it. Love all y'all guys. Buddy. Peace.
See you. Peace. What's up, Max? How you been, man?
Yeah, I heard you were doing things to improve your health. I was wondering if you got a coronary arterial calcium score.
That's next. I did get my carotids done, and what
you mean MRI? Or
what's that?
Ultrasound? Was it an MRI or
ultrasound? I did ultrasound. Yeah. So you know about those well?
Somewhat. Like I've had full body MRIs. And I've had all sorts of tests done that I know there's something called the health nucleus. Some people know about that. There are similar organizations and they charge like anywhere between $15,000 to $25,000. And the thing is that I've looked at a bunch of the stuff that they do, and I've calculated that if I did it a la carte with the places that I know that can do like various tests, I could probably do it for maybe $5,000. So, but yeah, like I've had a full body MRI and MRA. That was part of the MRI. So, yeah, but the issue is that the reason why you do the calcium score is because that score is more highly correlated with cardiac death or death from heart attacks or these other things than smoking or obesity or diet or these other things.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the heart is the only muscle that doesn't repair itself in the body. So if you build up the score or the scar tissue,
I think that's true, but there are peptides that can help you regenerate cardiac tissue as well as other parts of your body.
Yeah, these peptides are really something special right now. Everybody's getting in these peptides.
Oh, you know about them? That's interesting. I thought I was one of the few that knew about.
Well, I have a personal trainer that has been educating me on them while we're training. He's really into the peptides and what they're doing with them, and there's a lot of new science coming out on them. And like you said, with the heart stuff and everything else, they're I guess they're pinpointing. So what GH does, like on a big level, I guess the peptides are just kind of like micro managing growth hormone and utilizing those types of tools to help the body to regenerate here or grow there or whatever. Not sure 100% yet what they're all about, but just understanding a little bit. But they sound like they're the new thing. That's for sure.
Yeah,
they've been around since the 70s. Kavinson discovered them in the Soviet Union. And the issue with the peptides is that they're not patentable. So that's why the drug companies aren't really into them.
Gotcha.
So you have these small markets. I know a few companies that are doing that. So hopefully if my Hex goes up and I can borrow against it and buy these companies.
Well, hey, we got to talk some more about that. I'm going to bring up, we've got some more Hexicans coming up here. And one of my favorite crazy ass Hexicans, the Thothschild, is in here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, to our surprise and delight, we have Danny the singer. What's happening, buddy?
What's up, guys?
Okay, so I got to let you guys know. So I went out to visit Danny in Texas when I was out there, and that wall that he's got behind him, that picture on the wall is not a picture. That is a television.
It's a TV. Yeah.
It's a TV. And I walked in and I didn't know it. And I was looking at it. He told me all about it. So I ended up getting one in my bedroom just about a month ago because I like that thing so much. It's very, very cool. It's not just a regular TV with a picture on it. It's a matte TV. So it literally looks like you're looking at a picture. Like you cannot tell that it's not a painting.
Yeah. I like right now there's kind of glare on it because of that light, but usually it kind of has a nice matte finish. But it's a good way to keep your wife happy. Yeah. Because otherwise, they don't want a big black big black screen over the nice fireplace. So if you have the artwork there, it looks nice. And then when you're going to watch TV or a game or something, you put it on.
Is it the OLED? Is that what it's called? Is that what you got?
So it's called the frame, the Samsung frame.
Yeah. I got that as well. Yeah.
And then there's a company that specializes in making real nice frames for TVs, and they can get whatever kind of wood that you want, whatever kind of paint. You can have the real big gold gaudy frame if it matches your attire, like Trump or something. But but yeah, the wood frame around it really makes it nice. Kind of tricks folks.
Yep. Love mine. So what's up, Danny? You come to croon us or what?
Well, it looks like Thothschild's gonna play the guitar while you give us a bit of a song.
Oh, there you go. I imagine there'd probably be kind of a delay, would there? Have you guys ever tried to sing happy birthday to somebody like through a live stream with like 3 people and everybody's on happy birthday to you? Yeah.
But I actually tried before I knew about the StreamYard lag, I tried doing one of my raps, and I found out the hard way you're about a measure behind.
Yeah.
So it sounded like a complete jackass doing it.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I've been listening. I've been listening to you guys while I was getting ready for a trip, and so I was trying to get all my stuff together. So I just had the earbuds in, listening, and all kinds of interesting things you are talking about today. Interesting guests, and so I was wanted to hop in and kind of test this out. I haven't really done the streaming, and so does it sound okay coming through with these the audio coming through this? Or
it sounds okay, but I know that room you're in is like, I mean, that room he's in is it's a great room. It's like,
yeah,
what is it, about 40 by 40, but it's so we could hear a little bit of that echo from the acoustics, but not too bad. It's not too bad.
Well, for the prepared streams, I'll be doing those from like a little studio, so it should be nice and
nice.
Nice
I'm gonna have you on
song,
chatting with
Danny.
the captain so we can play your new music video.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Nice.
Yeah, props on that video, Danny. It was really nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a lot of work,
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Singing is one thing, but then you got to find all those video clips and like trying to export them and put them all in one video, and then I didn't time it. I didn't want to miss. Of course, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get everybody in there, but you try to get a lot of folks, and I was a little stressed about somebody being like, "Oh, why did you include me in the video?" But but just tried to just make it fun, make it entertaining at the same time.
Nice. You got something for us, Child? Or you just
oh man, shut her down.
I guess he doesn't. Link the Danny's video, please. Okay, hold on a second.
On his Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When did you drop that video, Danny?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Okay, I just saw it earlier today.
Well,
yesterday at about 5 o'clock yesterday.
I'm in the future.
Central time, 5 o'clock Central. Yeah.
Danny, what's your Twitter handle?
It's the singer_DM.
Oh, the singer. That's it. Not Danny. It's not Danny the singer. It's the singer.
No. Yeah. Yes, somebody already had that.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's nice to get a little something different.
You said earlier you wanted to talk about health stuff. I put my email in the private chat.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Got it.
It was nice, Danny, to get a little different, music genre in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys that were doing rap. The great thing about rap is that you can fit a lot of lyrics. So you can fit a lot of information, right? So I really admire the rap method because there is so much information that can be shared. Whereas if it's a country song or a soul or gospel or those type of songs don't really have as much opportunity for lyrics. So yeah.
He's back.
I'll probably do a few more, some different styles. Maybe do something rock, maybe do something jazzy or something. Just kind of mix it up.
Yeah, awesome.
No opera. There you go.
Well, let's hear it, Thos. Were you going to play something for us?
I'm in a tuning I made up called the Drop D. Drop D is a popular acoustic retuning. In the Drop C, I've simply left everything standard, but I dropped my first and sixth, which are your E's, down to C, and it makes for some interesting dynamics. You can actually look at it as you're getting a little bit of a bass guitar register out of a guitar when you do that. So that's the open, what would be the E string, but that's now open in C, so. get a little bit of all the tones in there from the stringed instrument, you know.
It's got kind of a stand-up bass kind of feel to it.
Sure. Yeah, it's good. I was just holding the damn thing. I didn't mean for it to be featured.
Well, you know, we're an entertainment show here, so.
Oh, okay.
We're not jacking off horses. We're playing guitars.
We're dropping the towel.
Sorry, Danny.
No, man, that's a big business, man. That's a big business. No pun intended.
That's a big business.
No pun intended. No, man. I mean, I'm from Texas, right? So then you have they do that with bulls. There's some of these bulls are. I mean, their insemination, vials or whatever go for 30, 40 grand. For someone front, just to have the the good stuff, the gold stuff for to inseminate another, so they can have these prime bulls like for bull riding and that kind of thing.
Man,
and, they'll up near A&M, they have these they have these nice barns.
Your mic's kind of wrecked, Doss.
Me cutting in and out, yeah.
Is it my? Oh
no,
man, I'm
sorry. Mike, something's going on with it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on the phone.
Okay. Yeah, so they have these really nice barns where they have these bulls in there, and they just treat them like royalty in this barn. These things. Some of these bulls are upwards of $1 million or more per bull. And
wow, they live better than I do.
Holy I mean, no, they do. They treat them really nice, and but they're they're top breeding bulls for anyway.
Well, I bet if you had
so they probably get more action than I get. Racehorses and things like that,
They do it with pedigree dogs and everything here. Well, my sister breeds French bullies, and they do the insemination with them. It's pretty interesting.
Hey man, there is not a crypto community on planet Earth that's talking about this tonight, guys.
Nope, there isn't. Especially like on the eve of a launch.
There you go.
Insemination.
Ooh, what did I just say? What did I just say?
Meet the Parents. You guys remember Meet the Parents? He's like, how do you milk a cow, Greg? You get in there and you gotta.
Have you seen Kingpin with Woody Harrelson?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, he goes on this Amish farm, and they're about to leave, and he runs up to him with this big pail, and it's all full, and he takes a drink out of it, and he's like, I took it upon me to wake up early and milk the cow. It took her a little while, but she finally got going, and then he's like, we don't have a cow.
Oh.
I said it must be Friday night, man. They're talking about jacking off horses again, man.
Well, it only happened once. We've talked about it 100 times.
I wonder what Dr. Charles Hoskins.
One horse, and we have this stigma forever.
RG3, I wonder what the Cardano community's doing tonight. I wonder what Dr. Charles Hoskins is up to.
Oh, they're talking about beard wax or something, probably.
Yeah, drinking yak's milk in Africa.
Drinking yak's milk. Talking about beard wax. Oh boy. Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi. RG3, you're one of my favorites, brother, man. You were given an inspired speech earlier. I guess it was last week when Famous wasn't able to show. But you were really going to bat for the working people, man. And I was just like, get him, RG, man. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to do it, right? Then since we're nothing but beating down on people who work for a living, it's just, man, we
were joking about, I got a bag of groceries for $100. I mean, I literally got 2 bags of groceries earlier for $200.
Yeah. Now, Max, see you, bud.
food prices have been going up, man. I've been noticing that too.
Yeah, man.
Oh, gas was like fucking damn near $5 today. I'm just like, I don't recall getting any kind of bump in pay anywhere.
No.
Yeah,
That's the same thing of pulling teeth, trying to get a raise from a working class guy.
Well, and when you run your own operation, like I have predominantly for the better part of the last 15 years, it just becomes exasperating because it's one big haggle. And you're basically, when you're contracting, you're essentially doing jobs for other working people. So you have to like go to war for every invoice almost, and it's just it's ludicrous. I've really lost my taste for it, to be honest.
It's hard times. It's hard times to be living in right now. I mean, I see it, here where I've got some construction and stuff going on, and the prices are just insane. I mean, insane. And they're taking it too, because they've got to pay for the gas, and they've got to pay for the materials, and they've got to pay their workers more because
lumber never went down. Lumber went up and stayed up,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, nothing goes down. Nothing goes down, especially when it gets a chance to go up. It stays there. It either stays there or it keeps creeping up. But yeah.
Hey man, we got two 2x12 by 16s last year. It cost $112 after taxes for 2 pieces of wood.
Yeah, so a lot of building companies are going broke here at the moment in Australia.
We're making our own lumber here at my house. Like we had a bunch of pine trees that died because of pine bark beetles, and I was like, man, I hated to see all these trees just go to waste, and have to just haul them off and pay to take them somewhere for them to be shredded up.
Yeah, and they go make OSB out of them and shit.
So there's a guy in the area that retired, and his retirement gift to himself was a portable lumber mill, and so we've been making wood. Like just like we just have stacks of wood from all these pine trees. It's not he's actually cutting it real, the real 2x4 sizes, and not the 2.5 by 3.5 or whatever. So it's interesting, kind of fun.
No plans for the wood?
Yeah, so we're gonna build some different things like outdoor storage, build some animal shelters and things like that.
I mean, that'll be cool, man, to have a building from the wood off your property. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we're not really seeing a savings because of the cost to actually cut it. But then what we're seeing, it's going to be cool to be able to.
Cheers.
We're not having to pay to have it hauled off. That's one thing. That's one savings, and the other is you have that kind of that nostalgia, right, of being like, wow, this tree came from this property, and we built this building out of these trees.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And quite a property it is. That's a very nice place you have, Danny. Very nice.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell him one thing you have that I don't want to dox you, but I'm just going to tell him. So Danny takes me up in the grand tour of his place, and he had this attic space. And you open up the attic space, and it's obviously for the grandkids or whatever. And the wall is like, okay, so you've seen those movies where a guy opens the wall and there's all these weapons in there, right? Just everything you can imagine to solve the walls, Well, you go into Danny's and it's Nerf guns everywhere, like stacked. Like if you were a kid, that's like Nerf gun militia right there. It was very, very. Oh, he's gonna take us to it. You gotta see this. This is just.
Well, I'm hoping the adults break them out every once in a while.
That is cool, man. To have something. If you were a kid and you had that at Granddad's house, man, that would be like.
They do some aftermarket mods on those things now that make them punch.
And it's there, and then literally across the way there is literally the present wrapping room.
Can y'all see that all right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, the Nerf wall, eh?
The Nerf wall.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to flip the camera around, so anyway, that's the Nerf wall.
The Nerf guns.
Locked and loaded, ready to go.
Ready
Locked
to
and
go.
loaded. Yeah, it's fun. We'll get them going.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, all right, folks. It's been 2 hours. and I like to stay married, so I'm going to get in there and try and spend the rest of my Friday evening with my lovely bride, and see if I can make her happy before we go on this cruise here in another week. So appreciate all you guys coming. Taurus, thanks for coming and sharing with us. Tell everybody again where they can see you on YouTube.
Well,
we don't have a channel yet.
Yeah, I'm developing the channel, but
right.
you can find me at Hex Taurus on Twitter, and then I'll be putting information there.
Right on. And Mayo, thanks for bringing Jake on, man. Tell him how proud of. I know we told him 100 times, but tell him we're proud of him, man, and we can't wait till this next season and to support him in his next fights. He's made us proud, man. It's very cool to see.
Yep, he's doing good things. Yep, and he would have been able to do it without us, so it's been a good connection.
Yep. Robert, thanks for coming and hanging with us. Didn't get to hear much, but glad you're here. And Danny, we'll have you on. We'll show your video and talk about it. Can't wait.
Sounds good.
All right, Thos.
Well,
Keep the rubber side up, buddy.
Episode. We just had our 90th episode, so we're still chugging along. Tell everybody where they can see ad if we got people in here that don't know of the Thoths. It's just that name, the play on the Rothschilds with the Egyptian god. Thothschild is the Twitter handle. It's where you find me on Telegram, and it is also the name of the YouTube channel. The show is called Mind Spray, and May 18th will be the 1 year anniversary. If I can get the dice to roll right, we will be doing the 100th episode in a month.
Nice. I'm going to check that one out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'll see you on Monday night. Chatting with the Captain, Wednesdays with the Famous, and get ready. We're getting ready for the tour, and it's going to kick off on the cruise going out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, going to the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, baby.
Sounds terrible.
We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks for coming.
All right. Take care.